This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information and to find out how you can volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Craig Cooksey. www.kiwivoice.com. How to Cook Fish by Olive Green. Section 32. 16 Ways to Cook Sheepshead. Boiled sheepshead. Clean and salt the fish and soak in cold water for an hour. Drain, wipe dry, and cut several deep gashes across both sides. Put the fish on the drainer of the fish kettle, pour the juice of a lemon over it, and cover with equal parts of milk and water. Add salt and pepper and minced parsley to season and simmer gently until the fish is done. Drain carefully and serve the sauce separately, thickening if desired. Boiled sheepshead with oyster sauce. Boil a prepared and cleaned fish in salted and acidulated water with a bunch of parsley, a sliced onion, and some sweet herbs. Drain, garnish with parsley, and serve with a hollandaise sauce to which cooked oysters have been added. Broiled sheepshead. Prepare and clean a large sheepshead. Score the sides deeply and broil, seasoning with salt and pepper and basting with oil. Melt half a cupful of butter and add it to the juice of a lemon and 2 tablespoonfuls of anchovy essence. Pour over the fish and serve. Fried fillets of sheepshead. Prepare and clean the fish and cut in fillets. Dip into salted milk, then in flour, then in beaten egg, then in seasoned crumbs, and fry in deep fat. Serve with any preferred sauce. Sheepshead with caper sauce. Boil according to directions previously given and serve with caper sauce. Sheepshead with drawn butter. Clean a medium-sized fish. Rub with salt and pepper, steam for an hour. Take up carefully, garnish with parsley and lemon, and serve with drawn butter sauce. Sheepshead with parsley sauce. Cook the prepared and cleaned fish in salted and acidulated water to cover, drain, and serve with parsley sauce. Sheepshead à la Bahama. Prepare and clean a large sheepshead and remove the fins. Score deeply to the bone on both sides and put into a buttered fish pan with a chopped onion, a small bunch of parsley, 4 sliced tomatoes, and 4 chopped chili peppers. Add salt and pepper to season, 1 cupful of Catawba wine, and enough white stock to cover. Cover with a buttered paper and boil until done. Drain, strain the liquid through a coarse sieve, and add enough stock to make the required quantity of sauce. Thicken with flour cooked in butter, take from the fire, add 2 tablespoons of butter, a teaspoonful of minced parsley, and the juice of half a lemon. Cover the fish with broiled tomatoes, pour the sauce around, and serve. Sheepshead à la Birmingham. Prepare and clean a large sheepshead and put into a buttered fish pan with 4 tablespoonfuls of butter, a bunch of parsley, a shredded green pepper, a chopped onion, 6 peeled and sliced tomatoes, 2 cupfuls each of white wine and water, and salt and paprika to season. Simmer until the fish is done. Drain and keep warm. Strain the liquid and thicken with flour browned in butter. Pour over the fish and serve with rice and baked green peppers. Sheepshead à la Caroline. Clean a sheepshead, cut off the fins and score to the bone on each side. Put into a buttered baking pan with 2 tablespoonfuls of butter, a bunch of parsley, a small chopped onion, a shredded green pepper, and salt and pepper to season. Add 1 cupful of white wine and 2 cupfuls of water or white stock. Cover with buttered paper and bake in a moderate oven, basting often with the liquid. Take up the fish, strain the liquid, thicken with flour cooked in butter, take from the fire, add 2 tablespoonfuls of butter, the juice of a lemon, and a teaspoonful of minced parsley. Pour over the fish and serve. Sheepshead à la Creole. Chop together an onion, a green pepper, a tomato, 4 mushrooms, a clove of garlic, and a bunch of sweet herbs. Fry in olive oil, add a tablespoonful of flour and cook until the flour is brown. Add 1 cupful of beef stock and cook until thick, stirring constantly. Put 6 slices of sheepshead into a buttered baking pan, spread with the sauce, and bake slowly for an hour. Sheepshead à la Hollandaise. Prepare and clean a sheep's head, cover with salted and acidulated water, and simmer until done. Drain and serve with hollandaise sauce. Sheepshead à l'Indienne. Cook a large sheep's head in a fish boiler, 2 cupfuls each of water and white wine, 2 tablespoonfuls of butter, 2 chopped onions, a chopped green pepper, a bunch of parsley, and salt, pepper, and sweet herbs to season. Cover with buttered paper, boil until done, and drain. Cook 3 tablespoonfuls of butter with 2 tablespoonfuls each of flour and curry powder. Add the liquid drained from the fish and enough stock to make the required quantity of sauce. Cook until thick, stirring constantly, and skim off the fat. Add 2 tablespoonfuls each of butter and chutney sauce, take from the fire, add the juice of a lemon, pour over the fish, and serve with plain boiled rice. Sheepshead à la Louisiane. Prepare and clean a large sheepshead and put into a buttered baking dish with 2 sliced onions, a chopped green pepper, a cupful of stewed and strained tomatoes, 2 cupfuls of white wine, a bunch of parsley, a tablespoonful of butter, and salt and white pepper to season. Cover with buttered paper and bake for 40 minutes. Basting is necessary. When done, drain the fish and keep it warm. Strain the liquid and add enough brown stock to make the required quantity of sauce. Thicken with flour browned in butter, add the juice of a lemon and a little minced parsley. Pour over the fish and serve with a border of plain boiled rice. Sheepshead à la Majestic. Butter a baking pan and line it with sliced onions and tomatoes, sprinkled with salt, pepper, and minced parsley. Lay upon it a clean sheep's head weighing 3 pounds. Sprinkle with salt, pepper, and flour, and add enough stock and white wine to keep from burning. Baste as required, and serve with the onions and tomatoes around the platter. Sheepshead à la Mobile. Prepare and clean a large fish and cut it into thin slices. Put it into a buttered saucepan with half a dozen sliced tomatoes, 2 sliced onions, a bunch of parsley, 2 bruised beans of garlic, and salt, paprika, and sweet herbs to season. Add equal parts of claret and white stock to cover. Cover with buttered paper, bring to the boil and simmer for 40 minutes. Drain, strain the sauce, thicken with flour browned in butter, take from the fire, add a tablespoonful of butter and the juice of a lemon, pour over the fish and serve. End of section 32.